Hi guys, I hope you're all keeping well and safe. Welcome to Early Years Matters TV. I've got an interesting topic today that I'm going to be discussing, which is emotional development. In my last few videos, I've started a series called Holistic Development. I looked at what is holistic development overall in relation to what holistic development in early childhood is all about. I also at the physical and intellectual aspect of holistic development in early childhood. So today is going to be all about emotional development. But before I dive into emotional development, let me do a quick recap. Perhaps you're just watching my video for the first time in relation to holistic development. So what is holistic development? It's taking a total approach to child development. I'll not be able to dive into more of holistic development, but I have a video on this channel in relation to what holistic development is all about. I'm going to leave the link down below so you can keep up to date. I also see a video on physical development, which is all about the young child using their fine and gross motor skills. Fine has to do with their fingertips, gross motor skills, their whole body. I also did a video in relation to intellectual or cognitive development. It's all about the young child being able to use their brain, their imagination, their thinking, their problem solving. I won't be able to dive into these videos, but I'm going to leave the link down below so that you can keep up to date. So today's video is going to be all about emotional development. So what is emotional development? It's all about the young child being able to express their feelings, either the positive, either negative feeling. But in relation to the young child expressing their negative feelings, but they have to do this in a positive way. In early childhood, we're always striving about positivity. So even if a young child has negative feeling, they should be able to express this in a positive way. I'll break it down, I'll explain. So let me come back to what emotional development is all about. It's all about the young children being able to express their feelings, either the positive or the negative feeling, but they have to do this in a positive way. So now let's talk about the positive feelings. If they are happy, so if they are happy, they should be able to express this in your early childhood classroom, or they should be able to express this to you as their parent. So if they're not happy, which is the negative feeling, if they're sad, if they're angry, if they're grumpy, but they should be able to do this in a positive way. You might be wondering, how is this possible? I'm going to explain. So for instance, if a child is sad, should be able to express this to you, the educator, but in a positive way. For instance, I'm not happy because Florence took my toy away. I'm not happy because Florence does not want to play with me. So that you, the educator or the parent, can then step in and investigate, why does Florence not want to play with Connor? Why does Florence not want to share a toy with Emma? So this is something you would now want to investigate. So why is this happening? But the child should be able to express this in a positive way. I'm not happy because Florence does not want to play with me. I'm not happy because nobody wants to be my friend. And then you, the educator, can be able to investigate this and take this up further. For instance, if a child says that nobody wants to play with them in the early childhood classroom, then you could incorporate storytelling about friendship. Them a story in relation to how they all have to be friends. So you're passing the message across in a positive way. So you're not saying, for instance, why nobody wants to play with you. If they don't want to play with you, don't also play with them as well. No, you're not solving the problem in a positive way. So the child has come to you. Nobody wants to play with me. Nobody wants to share their toys with me. But you have to take this on further, perhaps reading a story or engaging in conversation with the children in relation to how they can friends. But it's important the young child should be able to express their emotion in a positive way. If they're happy, if they're sad, they should be able to express this. For instance, through storytelling as well. Not happy, they'll be able to express this, they'll be able to tell you this. You're reading them a story, they're laughing, they're smiling, they're giggling. So they're expressing their emotion through storytelling, because you're reading them a story. They have an avenue to be able to express their feelings, whether the positive or the negative feeling. So it's important as an early childhood, be it, well, you can incorporate storytelling to encourage the children to share their feelings. During circle time, you could also incorporate this such as, how are you all feeling today, boys and girls? You're calling their name individually. Florence, how are you feeling today? Florence will be able to tell you how she's feeling today. You're asking the children, you're doing this in a circle, or you're singing a song about feelings so that they'll be able to express their feelings, to be able to tell you how they're feeling today. For instance, you could incorporate a story such as early calling the name of the child individually. You can start, for instance, with Florence. You can say, hello, Florence. Hello, Florence. Hello, Florence. And how are you today? And then you ask Florence the question, how are you today, Florence? Florence will be able to tell you whether she's happy or she's not happy. Oh, I'm happy, I'm very good. So you're doing this through song. You're sharing a song about expressing their feelings. You then move over to the next chart. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Tommy. And how are you today? How are you today, Tommy? How are you feeling? Would you like to share with us how are you feeling today? Then you move on to the next child. If the next child is Connor, you sing the song to Connor as well. Hello, Connor. Hello, Connor. Hello, Connor. And how are you today? Hello, Connor. How are you feeling today? Would you like to share with us how are you feeling today? Connor will be able to express his feeling, to tell you how he's feeling today. Happy coming into crash is going to say this, I'm not happy because I didn't want to come to the crash. But you can see that he's still expressing his feelings. He's not happy, but he's doing this in a positive way through the avenue of circle time, during circle time, to encourage the children to share their feelings. Through art and craft as well, they'll be able to express their feelings. One thing you need to understand is that feeling is linked to creativity. So if the children are happy, for instance, if they are painting, you can have a piece of paper, they can be able to express themselves. They can draw themselves, maybe like happy space. Can ask the children, for instance, okay, now I'm going to give you a piece of paper. I wonder how you're feeling today. So they can be able to draw out their feeling, their faces, their facial expression. Some will draw a grumpy face, some will draw a smiley face, some will draw a happy face. But they're able to express their feelings. Either way, they're telling you how they're feeling today through being artistic, through being creative. So you're giving them the opportunity to do this. Music as well. You're singing songs, they'll be able to express themselves. Songs about feelings, nursery rhymes, they're singing, they'll be able to express how they're feeling. For instance, if you sing nursery rhymes, they're going to be dancing, clapping their hands, they're smiling, they're laughing, they're giggling. So they're able to express their feelings. I can go on and on in relation to activities that you could use to promote emotional development in early childhood. But if you know of other activities as well, please do leave this in the comment below so that we can be able to learn. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Subscription is free. Not just only subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that whenever a new video like this content is dropped on this channel, you would not miss out. You'll be able to keep up to date in relation to holistic development in early childhood. And until I come your way next time, stay safe and mind yourselves for now. Bye.